Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alaysia Chantae. If you don't know, now you know, and since you know, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. So today's video is going to be a fall glam look, of course, so if you're interested, keep on watching. First, I'm going in with my Maybelline 2-in-1 and I use this to prime my lids. And for eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. And first, I'm going to go into the shade Cypress Umber, and that is going to be my crease color. And next I'm going to go into Mulberry and I'm going to put that right on top of that crease color, sort of as my transition, but just to get into my transition, if you guys get what I'm saying. Next, I'm taking Sienna, and that is actually going to be my crease, not my crease, my transition color. After that, I moved into cutting my crease using the same 2-in-1 by Milani that I used to prime my lids. And sorry for being so, out of frame, but I can't help it. My mirror is pretty low, so I have to make sure that I see so I can get my eyes as even as possible. So next, I took the shade Nora and I used this to pack onto the outer corners of my cut crease to blend into my crease color. So I wanted to do this black as like a cheat liner because I'm terrible with liner. So if you're terrible, just use black eyeshadow as a way to kind of cheat that liner look. I do it often. And now I'm going to go into Rose Pink, and this is going to go all over my lids. This color is so pretty. I wish you guys could see how nice it looks in person. Like the camera does this color and this whole look no justice, to be honest. So moving on to skin, I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer as my primer today. I like to focus my primers in my T-zone, and I usually use 2 primers, but I wasn't keeping this makeup on. I was just doing this look and taking it off as usual, so I decided to just use 1. So that's what I did. And for foundation, I use the Black Opal True Color foundation. I cannot remember my shade right now, but I will make sure that I leave all the products that I use inside the description box for you guys. And to highlight, I'm going to be using the E.L.F 16-hour Camo Concealer, and I'm going to put that under my eyes, on my forehead, the bridge of my nose, and just a little bit on my chin. And to set that in place, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega-glo contouring palette, and I'm just going to use the highlight shade. And this powder is so smooth, you guys. You can pack it on and you will be safe. Like, I love it. This is one of my favorite pressed powders. And to contour my face, I'm going to be using the Black Opal True Color Foundation Stick. And what I do is I put some on the back of my hand, and I just use my brush to apply it. That way I won't go overboard, and I get more of an even skin finish. And to set that in place, I'm going to use the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette, and I'm just going to use the contour shade and go over all of the places that I actually contour. And I actually like to take the Sculpt shade from that same palette and use it to contour my nose. This also gives a natural contour look. Next, I'm taking the ColourPop pressed powder, and I'm going to use this to set the rest of my face. This makes everything so smooth and even. It takes away any harsh lines that I have going on, you guys. It's bomb and affordable. So next, I took the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder, and you guys, I usually do not do this. I wanted to try something new, and I think I'm just going to stick to what I usually do, but I just wanted to see the different effects that I could get using a loose powder. It didn't come out looking bad to me, but I don't know, I'm just going to be safe with doing things the way that I usually do. Hopping back into the eyes, I went right back into Sienna and Cypress Umber, and those went on my bottom lash line. I did it from lightest to darkest, so Sienna went first on the inner corner, and then Cypress Umber went more towards the outer corner. So I went ahead and dusted off that loose powder, and you guys, I don't know, this just wasn't the look for me. It was just a little too much for my liking, but since I did it under my eyes, I feel like I had to even out the rest of my face. So I also, went under my cheekbones and sharpened up that contour. I usually don't really do this either, but like I said, I wanted to even everything out. So next I'm taking the Juvia's Place Zulu palette, and I'm taking the brown from there, and I'm using that to bronze my face. I love this eyeshadow as a bronzer, you guys. It is perfect for my skin tone, so that's what I've been using lately. And after that, I set my face. I believe this was an LA Colors setting spray. I will make sure to put the exact setting spray in the description box. But I like to actually work in my setting spray with my sponge. And I was really trying to get those harsh lines off, y'all. I really couldn't, but I did the best that I could. You guys will see in the end. And for highlighter, I'm using my trusty Too Faced Prismatic highlighter. And I'm just going to put that under my brow bones, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my cheeks of course, and a little bit on my cupid's bow. And for blush, of course, I'm using the Norm. Then for my inner corners, I went back into the Anastasia palette and I used the shade Bronze. This color is such a cute inner corner shade, you guys. And for my lips, I just lined with a dark brown liner. After that, I went in with the Makeup Revolution matte liquid lipstick in the shade, I believe, Bow Down. And I didn't want a matte lip, so I kind of glossed it up just a little bit. And for gloss, I used this Ulta Beauty Lip Plumper. It's so pretty. It's like holographic, and I just threw that right on top, and that was the last step. So here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.